Every natural experiences breakage from time to time, but while a little breakage here and there is mostly inevitable and is considerably on the normal side, breakage of this magnitude surely isn't. If excessive breakage is a frequent occurrence on your hair journey and thin, significantly uneven hair length has become your new normal, my sister, there's something you might need to reevaluate in your natural hair routine to quickly regain control over the health of your hair before it's beyond repair. In today's video, I'm sharing 5 realistic ways to stop excessive breakage that I'm sure can work for anyone with natural hair. Because guess what? It worked for me and it's still working. Number 1, no, it is not to moisturize more. Number 1 is actually to do a strand test to figure out what's going on with your hair. And this test is to determine whether your hair needs more protein or more moisture. So to do the strand test, what you'll need to do is to take a strand of your hair, preferably a dry strand, and gently pull it. If your hair stretches gently and bounces back, your hair is balanced, as in it doesn't have too much protein or too much moisture. However, if your hair doesn't stretch but snaps and breaks, your hair needs more moisture. In addition, if the hair keeps stretching without bouncing back and eventually breaks apart, your hair needs more protein. If you do this test and you're still confused, my sister, a simple observation and feel of your hair should help. Some pointers that can give you a clear idea of what your hair needs is as follows. Hair that lacks volume, frizzes easily, looks more lumpy, and instead of full and bouncy feels super soft, like it can just come apart in your hands like noodles, is usually a good indicator of a lack of protein. While hair that looks and feels dry, coarse, snaps and tangles easily are usually all indications that your hair is moisture deficient. Number 2 is, once you figure out what your hair lacks, address that problem immediately by giving your hair more of what it lacks. I could have easily said moisturize more for the first step like other videos do, but I know better than to tell you that because I've experienced both extremes. I know that having the right balance is more important and effective to stop excessive breakage than anything else, because contrary to popular belief, moisture is damaging to the hair when overdone, much like protein is. If you moisturize too much, it can weaken your hair cuticle, your hair strands, and cause them to be too soft and easy to break. And if you use too much protein, your hair will become too hard and strong, which will also cause it to break fast and easily. So it's important to figure this out by doing the strand test or just through observation. Then you can moisturize more using your deep conditioner or regular conditioner, your weekly moisturizing products, as well as your preferred protein treatment if it is a case that you need more protein. Because when these things are done correctly, both these practices really helps to make the hair healthy and prevent as well as stop excessive breakage. Number 3 is visit a doctor and get your vitamin levels checked. I've said this countless times. If your iron and zinc is especially low, your hair will start breaking, ladies, and it will break excessively and thin out as well. Some of us women bleed heavily monthly, which is not so normal, but even if you don't bleed heavily, ladies, if you know you don't do anything to replenish all the minerals and hemoglobin you lose monthly, like eating greens and such, ladies, at least take a women's vitamin. It will help to keep your levels balanced. please pay attention to your internal health because it affects your hair as well. Number 4 is to consider checking and changing out your detangling tools. As long as your finger is not your only detangling tool, combs and brushes can get old, have chips, cracks, splits, and these little imperfections can cause snagging, which breaks the hair. I know you might have a favorite comb or brush and it might be hard to use a new one because you already love the quality of that one. But check your tools from time to time and make sure they are still in the best condition that meets the standard of keeping your hair at its optimal health. Number 5 is less manipulation. Excessive handling, excessive touching of your hair can lead to things like breakage, tangling, frizziness, and of course damage. But today we're focusing on breakage. Some of the benefits of touching your hair less is reduced breakage. Less touching means fewer opportunities for your hair to break. It also means that the moisture that you put in your hair will be preserved, and once the moisture is preserved, that means your hair is not dry, which is also a cause of breakage. Your hair will be healthier and it will be easier to preserve the thickness of your hair because the stress from manipulating and touching constantly is reduced. You might not have known this, but one of the signs of over manipulating your hair is excessive breakage, and this might not happen immediately while you're touching your hair. It might be some months after because the constant touching damaged your hair cuticles, caused your hair to get a lot of splits and tears that weren't visible to you at that time. And the excessive breakage you're experiencing now might just be as a result of that. So this might just be the after effect of the mechanical damage that has been done to your hair. To make it easier for you, especially if you're a new natural that just doesn't know how to keep your hands out of your hair, how to leave your hair alone, here are some ways you can leave your hair alone. Avoid unnecessary styling by using protective styles. Protective styles are the best to help you keep your hands out of your hair, since you have that opportunity to keep your hair in a style where you don't have to be combing it every day. Secondly is use a satin or silk pillowcase, because what the silk or satin pillowcase does is reduce friction. Friction doesn't only occur when you are styling your hair, when you are combing your hair. It also occurs while you're sleeping and your hair, your strands are rubbing up against your pillowcase, especially if that pillowcase is not satin or silk but cotton. So sleep in your silk or satin pillowcase to reduce friction. And that is all for this video, ladies. Please try out these tips and let me know if they help to reduce and stop your hair breakage. I hope this video was helpful to you. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.